Is figure out how to mount this thing right underneath here, and then I can just pull more off as I need it. Let's get started. So I wanted to build a construction paper dispenser, and normally I just store this in my stack of wood, and it's kind of cumbersome to get paper off it. So I thought, hey, I'll just mount it up underneath the shelf here where I'm not using that space anyway. And I was measuring to make sure that the space was large enough to accommodate a full roll. A full roll is like about 5 inches or so. Using a little adhesive spray here to hook these two pieces of wood together, so it's easier to cut them and they're all the same size. So here I noticed that the bracket I made, the wooden bracket, it was kind of at a slant because of the bracket coming off the wall is not perpendicular to the floor. So I had to put a little wooden shim in there so that it wasn't crooked. So I wanted to add another feature to the construction paper dispenser. I found that when you pull the paper out and cut it, you've got a big piece hanging there. So I wanted to be able to retract that with a motor instead of doing it manually by hand. I had an extra drill laying around that I wasn't using, so I thought it would be perfect for this. So here I am welding zinc-coated or galvanized steel tubing. This is this electrical conduit. And you normally need to be very well ventilated. So I'm trying to do this quickly, and then I'm going to open the garage door to get some air out. You can get zinc poisoning. Your body needs some zinc, but if you get too much, you get flu-like symptoms or more serious things like vomiting, shock. Be careful when you weld this stuff. So I'm not spending a lot of time making this thing look all pretty. I just want to get it done and make it work. I'm welding this piece on here. I didn't really line it up, so it's not perfectly straight. But this thing is going to be low RPM, so even if it's a little bit off, which I can see that it's off in this video, it won't matter that much. So here I'm trying to straighten it slightly. Still not perfect, but it's good enough, I think, using the good enough principle. So here I am trying it out, pulling the paper out, and then I'm going to retract it with the drill. It worked out real nice where the construction paper, there's enough clearance between that and the conduit to just pull off paper easily like a toilet paper dispenser. But then when you pull the drill, there's enough friction where it retracts it. So I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. Sometimes projects work that way where they just kind of all come together. And sometimes projects you have to fiddle with them, but this one worked out nice.
All right, I'll see you next time. Over and out.